In more news just coming in, parts of a house and a road have collapsed in La Mercy, north of Durban. We understand that the family was inside at the time but managed to escape. Let's go live now to eNCA's senior reporter, that's Dasen Thathiah, joining us from the scene. Dasen, the visuals behind you look pretty dramatic. Thankfully, we understand the family was able to escape. What can you tell us about this incident?
Well, that's a silver lining here, that the family wasn't harmed in any way. But you're right in saying it's dramatic, Tulas. I'm standing right next to it. To add to that drama, I guess, a part of the concrete that, or rather the tar that was still intact a little while ago, collapsed just a couple minutes ago. And that's just added to the debris that you see here. The understanding right now is that there was a pipe that was running underneath this road, and with the heavy rainfall last night, that pipe may have had probably too much water flowing through it, and as a result of that, it then took away or eroded some of the sand underneath the road, resulting in this collapse. But let me now take you to a resident that lives here, Nazir Sadak. Thank you so much for joining me. You were here when this happened. Just take me through how it came to be.
So earlier, Dasen, I'm from the Community Emergency Response Team, a voluntary emergency response. Earlier this morning, we received a call of a partial house collapse in the La Mercy area, to which we then responded. Upon arrival, we found that the partial right-hand side of the home had collapsed due to a stormwater pipe that runs adjacent to the house that we had washed away. As a result, all that water running through the stormwater pipe literally washed away all that soil that was in place, and that resulted in the partial collapse of the home.
And as we said, fortunately, the family is safe. Thank you very much for that, Nazir. So, Chulas, I can tell you that the municipality as well as other authorities are here right now, so they are investigating what's happening. I think the urgent requirement right now is to ensure that the water supply in this area is not affected. There's some work being done there. Residents have obviously come out to take in all of this. I spoke to the family, I had a few words with the family earlier, but they are still very traumatized, and they are now in the process of trying to pull together their belongings and ensure that their house is secure.
How much of a factor are the rains, Dasen? I know you touched on it, but I'm just wondering how much rain has fallen in parts of KwaZulu-Natal to the extent that it could be a factor in this incident.
Well, there's been heavy rainfall overnight, Tulas. I mean, it started towards the latter part of yesterday evening, and it's continued through the night. And I think just to kind of illustrate the point, even the groups that we're on, the emergency groups, we've been seeing a number of accidents on the roads as that rainfall has been lashing down. Even driving to work, traffic was affected. So fortunately now, as I speak to you, the rainfall does seem to be easing off a bit. But almost certainly, just from the discussions here, it seems like that did play a part. This collapse was preceded by the collapse of a wall last night when those heavy rains started.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Dasen Thathiah out in La Mercy there, tracking that incident that you see there behind him, where a part of a house and also a part of a road has collapsed. There have been heavy rains, as Dasen tells us, in the area of Durban.